So guys, I'm not stealing the camera, but this is Syed Wasi speaking, and this is our live class to demonstrate you some of the interesting strategies for reading. So here you are watching our live session with me. So let us start. I'm coming into the camera right now. Okay. So yes, let me know if you can hear me. Anika, তুমি একটু চেক করে একটু পড়ে যে কেউ যদি কোনো কমেন্ট লিখে যে শুনতে পাচ্ছি না। But I think they should, because I have connected this Bluetooth device. But when you watch this later, you must use a headphone if you want to understand some of the interesting strategies for reading. Okay, let us start with the reading part. And today is the first class of reading with you, technically, because I think one or two of you already did a few classes, but still it is fine. I'm going to talk about a few strategies, not all, because we have to cover them bit by bit, not everything, right? So let's have a look at the handout. Okay, extra handout or somebody. That is extra, right? Where is yours? Take that one. Okay, so remember the first rule of reading. So rule number one, or you should say not rule, strategy, but you must take it as a rule for reading strategy, that always look for synonyms, antonyms, and alternative terms. Okay, let us discuss the types of tasks in reading. Can somebody tell me what are the types of tasks are there in reading? One or two tasks?
Yeah.
Tell me.
Matching heads.
Matching the headings for a passage, right?
And true, false.
True, false, not given.
Yeah.
Right? True, false, not given, which is the most confusing. Multiple choice. Fill in the blanks. Even matching for fill in the blanks from options of words.
Yeah.
So similar tasks, but the patterns are slightly different from each other. But remember, for all of these, the mother technique or the mother rule you have to remember is that never depend on the linguistic range or lexical items. What I say is that do not depend on sentences or words from the passages. Why? Because they will never give the answers directly for you. Right? For example, definitely. That's why you always have to keep in mind the idea of synonyms, antonyms, alternative terms. Let me explain what I mean with this strategy. Let's say true, false, not given. Let's talk about it. I'm going to write sentence now. Let us analyze this sentence for true, false. We may also use the similar strategies for other things, but let us analyze for true, false, or at least the idea of the use of synonyms and antonyms. Where is the subject here? Where is the subject? The building. Where is the verb? So usually we know that the verb basically comes right after the subject, or very close around this, right? And this is like, so let's say the rest is object, right? But here, or anything, in order to understand or grab the whole meaning, you also have to take adverbs in account. Adverbs like say almost, or similarly, likewise, frequently, sometimes, hardly, seldom, because they change the meaning, right? So when they say almost intact, that is an adjective, right? Adverb, that's the subject, that is the verb, okay? So, and that is the object because that's what we are talking about, right? That's the subject because it starts with the building, but mainly we are talking about the church here. So the building burned down to ashes, completely burned down, though the chair, we are talking about an object, was recovered almost intact. So if I draw two images for you, for the chair, you will just tell me, chair কয়টা পা থাকে? চারটা। আমি দিলাম তো দুইটা। এখন ঠিক আছে না? I think alignment is wrong. Like that is one chair. That is the other chair. Can you tell me which one is intact and which one is almost intact? Are you getting the differences?
Yeah.
How?
There are four is
Four.
yeah.
It's got 4 legs.
Yeah. And it has 3 legs.
So which one is almost
the
intact?
second one.
And that is the intact.
Yeah.
So almost intact and intact, they are not the same stuff, right? For example, if I say that he is almost like Shakib Khan, and he is Shakib Khan. So who's the real one? And he's almost like he's not the real one. There is some problem with that, right? But here we are talking about the physical entity. Almost money, there is something wrong. Something is missing from the object, right? So that is how. If now I'm going to the question. Suppose that is the sentence found in the passage. এখন আমি কোয়েশ্চেনটাতে যাব, রাইট? কোয়েশ্চেনটা আমি লিখে কি দেখা যাবে?
রিপিট করেন জিজ্ঞেস করতে।
আচ্ছা almost intact. Intact, INTACT, right? I hope everybody knows the meaning. IELTS candidate কি জানতে হবে এটা? Alright, আমি এখানে লিখলে দেখা যাবে? আচ্ছা, এই রেঞ্জে লিখলে দেখা যাবে? Good. So I am writing another sentence. Suppose এখন যেটা লিখবো আমি একটু ওইভাবে উপর থেকে নিচে লিখবো। ধরে নেবেন যে ওইটা হচ্ছে কোয়েশ্চেন, মানে স্টেটমেন্টটা। এটা ট্রু অর ফলস আমরা এটা ম্যাচ করব, তাই না? দেখা যাবে?
বোর্ডে দেখা যাবে। আরো ডানে যেতে হবে না।
I will write more, but tell me one thing. Up to this part, the fire incident caused the building to totally collapse or completely collapse. A statement are up to this part. It is same.
Yeah.
Definitely same.
Yes.
Because if something burns down to ashes,
Then
there is nothing but ashes. Completely destroyed. It has completely collapsed. That means there is nothing. Now, that is how, first of all, they will change lexical and linguistic quality. Like say, choice of words will be different, style of sentence will be definitely different most of the time. And এখানে শুধু আসতে পারে যে building. The building is a proper noun. এটাও তো চেঞ্জ করার কিছু নাই। কিন্তু majority of the words will not match. At least the sentence. Up to that part, it is fine. But we are basically talking about probably the chair, because এখানে একটা চেয়ারের কথা আসছে, object, or it's an object itself. So এখন আমাকে দেখতে হবে যে almost intact, totally destroyed, এটা important matter করে, তাই না? But the chair recovered was surprisingly in its original shape. Now match. Tell me. Right. Now true, false or not given a যাবে এখন. At least this cannot be true, can it?
No.
Why not?
Because it's in
Original shape.
It's original shape, but it's not.
Or say original condition, right? Shape or condition, whatever. But it was surprisingly in its original condition or shape. That means it was intact, right? But the problem here is that it was almost intact. So, is it false or not given?
False.
False. Why not given?
Because
There is some hint about.
Definitely the chair has been mentioned and its condition has also been
mentioned.
or described. But the information is false. Most of the time you can work your logic like that. Suppose এখানে চেয়ারের জায়গায় যদি লিখতো table, then what would happen for the same statement?
Not given.
Not given, because they are talking about the building. They are talking about something, but it is not the chair. তাহলে শুধু বিল্ডিং ম্যাচ করবে বলে I cannot say it is true or false. It's not given because the chair hasn't been mentioned here. এখানে table, এখানে chair.
Because it's all about the chair.
It's all about the chair here. It's all about the table here.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's all about the chair here. This time it's all about the table here. If it is false, the statement will be there, but one little information will be changed. It will not be accurate. And not given, no matter what, exactly the same thing has not been discussed. Probably similar stuff has been discussed. আমি এখন আরেকটা সেন্টেন্স বলি, আপনারা বলবেন দুইটা সেন্টেন্স বলবো, you will tell me true, false, or not given. Okay, sentence number 1 that will be found in the passage. Suppose this type of well means W-E-L-L. What is well? No, here. This type of well, Kua, right? So this type of well is only found in southern area of this country or southern territory of this country. Please remember this type of board but সেই energy আমার নাই. Listen to it verbally. This type of well is only found in southern territory of this country. That is statement number 1 in the passage. এখন আসি আমরা question statement. ঠিক আছে? Although this type of well is not uncommon in southern territory, it is heavily found in northern territory of the country. এখন বলেন এটা কি false or true or not given? One person said not given. So is it true, false, or not given?
False.
What do you think again? First of all, আমরা যখন not given decide করব, I have to decide যে is the subject, object or whatever it is, এটা কি পুরোটা এখানে discussion আসছে কিনা? যদি discussion চলে আসে তাহলে either true or false will be chosen. Not given কখন? যখন ওই subject matterটা specifically থাকে না. But here the discussion, the subject matter
It's already mentioned.
is same.
Same.
Right? Also their availability. হ্যাঁ, সাবজেক্ট ম্যাচ করলেই যে শুধু ট্রু আর ফলস হবে না তা কিন্তু না, কিন্তু এখানে অবজেক্টও ম্যাচ করছে যে অ্যাভেইলেবিলিটি অফ দিস টাইপ অফ ওয়েল। যদি বলতে দিস টাইপ অফ ওয়েল আর বেসিক্যালি ইউজড ফর কালেক্টিং ওয়াটার আর এখানে লেখা আছে দে আর মেইনলি ফাউন্ড ইন সাউথ, তখন কিন্তু নট গিভেন although the subject matches. But here the statement is similar but the information is slightly different because again an adverb creates a problem. Only. Only মানে কি? Only in that area. But it's not true. In fact, it is slightly opposite. Not uncommon মানে কিছুটা পাওয়া যায়, but it is mainly found in northern territory. Right? So that is how you understand. Remember, I have given examples with not true, false, not given. But this strategy will work for other tasks as well. It our time to time. I'll finish my live session here because